I'll have to have a look at that later, though. Using my brain now would be far too much for me. You expect too much. More people is what we need. The happiness bonus right there is going to be quite nice. Not everyone has access to it, but eventually our entire town's going to be down there. Makes me worry about the castle, though, to be honest. But not many people are over here, other than the farms. Do I want to change where the storage areas are? It looks like they put all the food down here anyway. Oh, well. So more quarries. So if we get ourselves... We don't need the iron mines just yet. Not much use of them for the time being. We're going to put a quarry down here and another one right there eventually. This quarry is currently off. I think I might leave that one off. We don't need that one there right now. We just need 2 of them around about this area. This house is eventually going to be constructed. Once it is, I'm going to demolish probably 2 of these houses. And we'll keep the 5 right here. In fact, no, we might keep 2 of them just because the jobs in this area won't be satisfied otherwise. Right, there we are. We are going to get rid of this house. They're going to move into a better house. A little bit more people inside of it, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. As for food, 8+ right now. We're fine. Quarry is open for business. It's weird how the brick or the stone just sort of hovers into place. We have a bunch of Jedi Knights right now just carving our stone. It's a magical thing. It really is. Kind of creeps me out, though. Food is apparently an issue. The game does have a bit of a problem when it comes to households not getting their food quick enough and you not really having much of a way to resolve that problem. I tend to find anyway. More people have returned, which is nice. So we're getting loads more people into our kingdom right now, which means more stone generation. That's what matters. So another cottage right here, plus another quarry. Both of the woods going on. We might want to turn this one on as well. There's no reason not to. Get more wood. That's going to be nice. More stone, though, so that we can get ourselves defended, or at least start to defend ourselves. Now, how we do that is interesting. So let's get rid of the wood around here. Now, do I want to start defending myself here, or do I want to just add random towers? That is a good point. Or do I want to just start my defense here because they could attack from all these other angles instead, and they'll probably end up going for the middle first. This is the only angle where they could come from and just demolish this town. Probably on this side as well. It's hard to really choose, because you just don't know where they're going to attack from. So just being able to counter-attack, or counter sort of heal, I suppose, their attacks is nice. We're going to have another well right here for easy access, and we're probably going to have ourselves another cottage. There we are. We're going to get rid of this wood as well on this side. And we might want to start our castle construction. I'm pretty sure enemies can go through stone, so this doesn't really help that much. They can go through wood as well, but it is going to make me feel a little bit safer. But I think starting around here might be quite nice. We don't need to sort of surround our normal castle just yet. That doesn't really matter so much. Probably having a gate here and one here, deleting that piece of wood, and probably deleting this farm as well. We'll generate one over here first before we do that, and probably 2 more in fact. Yeah, one there, one there. We might want to get ourselves a windmill here, actually. You know, I'm going to do that. There we go. It's going to cover a good amount of spots. And this does increase the output of the farms around you. Don't think it affects orchards, however. The main issue of having the windmill right here, now that I think about it, is that it's on a fertile piece of land. You know what? Yeah, that's not a great spot for it. Really, I could just have it right there. But that's only going to touch 4 tiles. There's 4 as well. Only instead I can have another farm there. So it is technically more efficient. So, you know what? I want to do that instead. Not an orchard, please. A farm. Oh. Sometimes it doesn't pick up on your click. Bit weird. Plenty of beds available, though. So we will... Oh, wow. So much flooding around here. I think that's really going to affect food this year. That is really bad for us. Okay. Let's get ourselves this set up. I'm not going to get rid of this farm just yet then, because so much flooding this year is going to cause a hell of a lot of problems. Also, coal. We don't need any more coal. Let's get rid of this. Actually, no. Let's keep this one open, and let's turn this one off. There we go. Coal also requires wood in order to be generated. I think it's 1 wood for every 2 charcoal. There we go, right there. Also, forgot to mention, there is a option to see the happiness rating via color of the houses right here. So the green ones are happy. Yellow are average. They're sort of, you know, they're okay with everything. Red is bad, of course, as is tradition. I don't know if water's going to matter in the future. Oh, it would be really cool if they add fishing docks. That would be nice. Another source of food. So maybe there's just certain areas where a school of fish hang out, and that's the only place you can fish, but that gives you a lot of food. The game's got a lot of potential to improve. At the moment, I would say that its replayability is quite low. Every game is generally the same other than the layout of the world around you. But the same sort of process happens, really. Okay, so new year. Let's get rid of this farm, and let's generate ourselves a gate. Now, I don't know if having a gate really matters, because I'm pretty sure the enemies can just walk across water. Same thing with your villagers. They're also very expensive as well. I don't know if it's really worthwhile, but what we will do is make these a bit higher. The higher they are, the better the arch towers are going to be. They're going to have increased range. So we're probably going to put them up by 1 more. And what I might also want to do is... I kind of like the idea of these sticking out, to be honest. So I might sort of moat these. You can eventually make moats, which is just water, essentially. It doesn't look like a moat. It's just you're deleting blocks of land and just turning it into water, essentially, which is really nice. Nice way of editing the terrain around you. So we're still collecting stone. I would like to collect more of it. So let's open up this quarry. And let's also... That one's opened up. Food is an issue again, I think. Wow. Okay, yeah. Food is a big issue right now. I think it's because of that flooding that we've had. So this is the after effects of that happening. I really wish they would make winter less bloomy. It's very hard to see what's going on. We need to be closer to the road here. So this is where our food's being generated at the moment. We could definitely have ourselves another windmill. Probably here. Yeah, with some more farmland around it. There we go. And then we'll probably have ourselves a road going up to that. We'll speed things up. A dragon has been sighted. You can get a bigger variant of the dragon right here. Look at him, though. Look at his little arms. It's like a T-Rex. I wouldn't be scared of him. I'd be admired. I would admire this magnificent beast. This is Merv, though, looking over his kingdom, as you can see. What he looks like in real life. Just a big lizard, really. Some people get surprised. I don't know why. I'm quite used to it at this point. But hopefully the dragon doesn't really do anything. From my experience, the first dragon doesn't do anything. The limited experience I have. Also, the flooding seems to be a lot worse than I recall. Oh, don't you do it. No! That's the worst spot for it as well. I wonder if I can demolish this, getting rid of the fire. Oh, Viking invaders! Oh, no. I've never had a troll this early before. Wow, hard mode is actually hard. Wow, there's loads of them. Holy hell. Okay, then. Let's quickly boost happiness. This is really bad for us. I didn't realize we can get attacked like this. This is crazy. Okay. We can't really put 2 of these towers down right now. We're kind of too late in that respect. Just gotta hope that the ogre is more satisfied destroying this farmland than doing anything else, really. But they're going to burn as much as they can. This is exceptionally bad for us. Holy hell. This could not be worse, in fact. Right, let's turn our quarries off. Let's turn this one off over here as well. Turn everything off, in fact. Let's see if we can sort of stop everything from burning down around us. That would be ideal. Oh, it looks like they only go for towers. Oh, that's interesting. So the higher level they are, the more health they have. Life right here. Unfortunately, this is a lot of wood going down the drain. Or a lot of stone going down the drain just because he's a little bit mildly perturbed. I don't know if he could destroy our keep, but it looks like he's had enough, which is fine by me. Unfortunately, all my farms have been demolished. And also, a wood crisis is not great. And they've also destroyed the granary. All right, let's go ahead and make ourselves some more farms over here. For some reason, sometimes it only allows you to put one down. Holding shift doesn't seem to change that. I'm going to put a few more farms down. And it looks like that wasn't terrible. That could have been a lot worse. So I'm okay with that. Oh, no. Wait, get rid of these. What am I doing? Demolish. Unfortunately, the main issue is the stone that we've just lost from the castles. Or castle walls being destroyed. Kind of like the idea, though, that the ogre only really goes for castle walls. It would be really annoying if they also went for... Let's make a festival right here so we could probably increase our happiness a little bit more. It's quite low right now. I don't know what the threshold is for the defeat if your happiness is too low. Hopefully we never have to meet it, however. Our coal production is fine. And we have enough idle villagers to probably open up our stone again. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to need a lot more of it. Food generation is back on the rocks. Fantastic. But they're still fairly hungry, which is understandable. As we were having issues before. Money generation is also good. One person has died of starvation, which is probably going to cause some trauma. Lots of trauma, in fact. Make another festival just to increase that happiness. Recent food shortage. Not everyone has access to a library. It's trending towards 40 right now. Eventually, it will start to go up once we have actually fed everyone. But they're having issues right now, probably because there's no food zone over here to pick up or drop off. So we're going to have another one, although probably want to change where that is now that I think about it. Do we need this here? Don't think I do, no. Let's delete that, and instead, let's put the granary here. And then we can have ourselves another quarry there if we wanted. There we go. The roads are just used to speed things up. They speed up their movement. They don't need it in order to access areas. Let's also turn one forestry on. We'll have that one and this one over here on. We'll turn this one off in the corner. We don't need that right now. As many quarries as we can get is what we need right now. Let's make that 3 stories high. Is going to give them a life of 4. I hope we don't get attacked again, though. That was devastating. Unfortunately, though, our happiness seems to be returning to normal. The recent food shortage doesn't seem to be as much of a problem as it once was. The main issue is actually giving food to everyone. I believe you can create a market square, which is in food. Market. So market workers carry extra food and charcoal to the market to create easy access for heads of households. So they all go there instead, essentially, instead of going to the individual locations to pick everything up. Which is nice. Bakeries as well also generate food. They create more food for each piece of wheat, I believe. So that's also something else you can do. I don't know if the early game really desires that so much. The market, I don't know where to put this, actually. Putting it over here might be alright, because they're going to have more houses in this direction. Over here might also be better, now that I think about it. Maybe 1 block in, because we're going to have a bunch of houses around this area. The main issue is it's not that far away from the production zone, but it could be a bit closer, really. Not to mention, this is the only area for charcoal. Oh, no, we got some here. That's fine. Year 40 right now. We are getting there. Very slowly. Castle. We might want to save up for a chamber of war and then a barracks. I don't know how useful that really is. Oh, a fire. Okay. We can get ourselves some archery towers, though, which are inexpensive. Let's get those set up. They are going to be useful against dragons. I don't know if they have increased damage. But this is just where we're going to be for now. This is what we want to defend. Because I don't know if they can destroy our keep. And then that's that. We also have people working at these archer towers as well. Which isn't ideal. So we have 2 people per archery towers. That's a lot of people that we could really use in other places. Not to mention more expansion. Ooh, we can make a manor. Ooh, I like the idea of making a manor. I really like the look of the manor. It's very pretty. I think we're definitely going to make a manor. Yeah, let's put one right there. As for the market square, I will put one down right here. And I will have a road going around it. And I'll have to get rid of that well, unfortunately. Make one right here instead. I'd probably end up putting a building here. And so... And I probably would end up putting one there as well. There's not really many places I can put. I guess I can put it in this corner. 9 peasants have taken ill. Oh no. Unfortunately, we weren't quick enough to make the hospital. We can place it down. I don't really like the look of the hospital, to be honest. It's a bit too big. It's a very grand structure. In fact, we might want to make the hospital here instead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We are going to be we're going to be too slow, unfortunately, so we are going to lose 9 peasants, which is very bad for us. But we're just going to make another festival. That's probably going to cheer them up a little bit. Are we making the market? Yeah, we are. So what else? Let's see. Yeah, the plague is going to cause issues, and then the deaths as well are going to cause some turmoil. We will definitely not be quick enough to make the hospital here. I like these flags, though. Wait, do they move based on where I'm looking? No, they don't. Okay, for a second I thought they did. It was a bit jarring. So we've got this sort of roughly defended. We can get ourselves some sort of fairly insignificant wall placements now. The main issue we have is this back area. What we could do is eventually... I will need to get rid of that iron ore. But I can get a tower right here. I think I am going to do. There we go. Because I want to have another gatehouse on this side. As an extra layer of defense. As for this bit, it doesn't really matter. This is just for, you know, extra defense. more defense. More stability, you could say. Strong and stable economy. All these fun things. That middle bit actually... Oh, I don't think... Oh, no, does that poke through the other side? Or... Yeah, it does. Okay, that's neat. How long is it going to take us to build this? I think it's the stone too far away. I don't know. Have our peasants died yet? Yep, 8 peasants died of plague. But they're not really that unhappy, which is interesting. But we can get another festival, which is going to draw some more people in. The market square now is also available. We will be getting rid of some more wood around here, so we can place some more houses near the market square to make it more potent. And also, we will be putting a well down here, and probably another one right next to the library. Do we need one right there? I don't know. We probably will. We will also have a road there, and then probably another manor placed in this area. Although manor is very expensive. The main issue we have right now, though, is money. So we are paying quite a lot into soldiers. They are at the moment placed on these archery towers, and we will be able to buy another one soon. But I kind of like the idea of increasing... Are they going down? This says plus 10. Oh, the library costs money. Didn't know that. The happiness is too good, though. I can't ignore that. Put one of you down, and let's just get some cottagers. Put you down here. This is sort of some empty space right here. Probably not the best idea to have that. Well, it's not really empty space. We're going to use it. The forestry is going to still be around this area, collecting wood nearby. So we'll probably have a few free spots for trees to be generated. As for this, I would like to get a archery tower. So maybe increasing tax a little bit. Just so that we can get a little bit more money would be nice. Happiness will be shooting down from that, however. But I do think it's worthwhile. More defense. Going to make everyone happier. Not to mention it is a ford. Is it a 4? What am I trying to say? 50 damage per second. Wages, 4 gold per year. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. Each individual peasant, or townsman. I keep questioning whether I should call them peasants or townsmen. I'm a horrible leader. They also have a skill level based on how long they've worked in a particular profession. So we got a journeyman, an apprentice right here, apprentice stonecutter, a journeyman archer, and that does improve their ability to do their job. So because they have a master worker, 20% faster production. That also will be improved if they have tools made from a blacksmith. Something else to add. I don't know where I want to cut this off. I feel like this should be a separate segment of our kingdom. And I want to defend this area first. This bit should also be a separate segment. So I think what we should do is start to separate this zone. So if we were to cut this off, and let's just get rid of all the wood around here. Would be nice if I had an option to harvest instead. But you don't have to do it that often, so it's not that much of a big deal. I don't know about the Great Hall as well. I don't know how useful that really is. Also, we're running low on food again. Let's see. Do I want an orchard here? Yeah, let's put an orchard down. Let's get ourselves another farm. Get 3 more right there. And we'll just get a road. And we'll place a hovel down. Oh, no, wait. Okay. Makes it awkward for defense. Unless we make ourselves some of these piers. But they are very expensive. I don't know if I really want to do that. But a lot of fertile land is going to be used right here. I think I want to make some piers along here. But then again, I don't really want to do that. Because then it will look kind of weird. But this is a lot of fertile land that I'm going to be getting rid of just for the sake of aesthetics. Which, to be honest, is that really a bad thing? Is that really the worst thing we can do? Alright, we're going to block this section off. Unfortunately, we need to get rid of the stone before we can continue with this, but for now, that is fine.